Hi, I'm Nurul Amirah Binti Zainal Abidin.
My name is Azreen Binti Roslan.
Hi, my name is Nurul Aqilah Shahirah binti Muhammad Nazry.
Hi, I'm Wan Humaira Nabila, Binti Wan Husin.
Hi, my name is Nurul binti Muhammad Faudzi.
Assalamualaikum and welcome to our MGT315 video presentation.
Accident is an unfortunate incident that happens unexpectedly and unintentionally, typically resulting in damage or injury. The reason why we chose this topic is because currently road accidents happen quite often. A total of 23,208 accident cases were recorded through Selamat 16 2020 Chinese New Year, which lasted for 14 days starting January 18 compared to 20,829 cases in the same period in 2019. Deputy Inspector General of Police Dato' Mazlan Mansur said the list showed an increase of 2,379 cases or 11% nationwide. Fatal accident cases recorded an increase of 9 cases, which is 206 compared to 197 last year. The number of deaths is 230 and 216 cases this year and 2019 respectively, while motorcyclists and pillion riders remain the main contributors to this year's cases with 147 cases. On average, 17 deaths were recorded as a result of accident in a day, but after the operation, it was successfully reduced to 15 deaths a day, he said. There are some factors of road accidents such as overspeeding, drunken driving, distraction to driver, red light jumping, avoiding safety gears like seatbelts and helmet, and non-adherence to lane driving and overtaking in a wrong manner. Next, we will continue with statistics of 2020 road accident in Malaysia. The Ministry of Health found that cases of injuries and deaths due to road accidents increased during the period of Conditional Movement Control Order (CMCO) compared to the Movement Control Order (MCO). Director General of Health Dato' Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah said the increase was based on statistics from Bukit Aman Traffic Investigation and Enforcement Department. The number of road accidents cases during the MCO Phase 1 from March 18 to March 31 was 5,498 cases with 58 deaths. This means the daily accident rate is 392.7 cases. In comparison, this number rose sharply to 738 accidents a day when CMCO came into effect on May 4 because police data showed that from May 5 to May 12, the number of road accidents was 5,904 cases. From May 13 until June 9, a total of 25,251 accident cases were recorded with 231 deaths.
Traffic accidents occur when a vehicle collides with another object. They are caused by road obstruction, pedestrians crossing or lingering animal, or a stable impediment such as a tree or utility pole. The common types of traffic accidents are vehicle rear-end collision, side impact collision, vehicle rollover, head-on collision, single car accidents, and multiple vehicle pile-ups. First, rear-end collision. A rear-end collision occurs when one car hits the rear of the car in front of it. A rear-end collision generally happens when the vehicle ahead unexpectedly decelerates or when the vehicle behind unexpectedly accelerates. Injuries to the passengers of the impacted vehicle are generally higher than those of the passengers of the impacting vehicle. Second, side impact collision. Side impact collisions occur when the side of a vehicle is hit by the front or rear of another vehicle. Side impact collision result in more severe injuries and vehicle damage. However, injuries and damage may be dangerous depending on how credible the safety features of vehicles are, such as airbags, crumple zones, vehicle construction, and materials. Third, rollover vehicle. occurs when a vehicle flips over its side or roof, and it usually happens when the vehicle makes a high-speed sharp turn. Vehicles with high SUVs are usually more susceptible to a rollover accident since they have a high center of gravity. 4. Head-on collision. Head-on collisions are considered fatal, especially when this collision involves a vehicle traveling at a very high speed. 5. Single car accident. A single car accident is also one of the many kinds of vehicle accidents, but only involve one vehicle. These accidents occur when the driver loses control over the vehicle due to drowsiness and falling asleep, or when brake malfunction occurs. 6. Multiple vehicle pile-up. A multiple vehicle pile-up is an accident involving many vehicles, usually happening in freeways or highways. Damage to many vehicles and lift makes this type of accident one of the deadliest traffic accidents, since several vehicles are not only hit once but multiple times and from various directions. Cars even spin during a pile-up accident, increasing the risk of serious injuries and loss of life of passengers. Those who decide to run away are still at the hazard of being hit by other upcoming vehicles. The cause of multiple vehicle collision is often hard to determine.
Impact of accident. Consequence of road traffic will affect health, whether in mental or physical. Car damage also be the loss, where it can disturbing the owner routine on daily life. 3 impact of accident are commonly happen. First, death. Daily, approximately 18 traffic accidents happens in Malaysia, meaning this is a situation that needs preventive measure. Due to irresponsible driver, the road condition, and unexpected car breakdown, such as burst tire, people must be aware on car condition to be safe on the road. Next, we go into the second impacts of accident, which is causing health damage. Accident can be lead in 2 effects. There is mental and physical. In emotional, it will lead to fear, anger, humiliation, mood swings, and sleep disturbance. While in physical, that usually head and brain trauma such as neck strain, back or spine injuries. In long-term effect, commonly permanent disabilities, for example, tissues injuries and paralysis. Now, we go into the last impact of accident, which is causing losses. It is not a pleasant to hear, but major accident will create a big issues where people who have problem on getting to their workplace and hard to find suitable used car. Repairing car breakdown will affect their financial and daily life. Next is a talk from our Minister of Transportation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wan Humaira Nabila as a Minister of Transportation, and today I would like to give a little speech about the frequent incident that happens in our community. I want to talk about the ways to prevent road accidents. I will divide the category into 3 parts. Firstly, of the individual itself, second, from the community, and third, from the government. Steps that can be made by individual or more to us are by sending our own vehicle to the workshop to make an inspection at least once a month. This way can take precautionary measure from own vehicles that are damaged or have other problems that could cause an accident. Next is to always wear a seatbelt. This is the main problem of today's society, which does not wear a seatbelt when driving a car and considers it's not an important thing for him. Incidents like this, we do not know when it will happen, so always practice safety first before embarking on a journey. The next is to always obey the law on the road. If we obey every traffic law on the road, we can avoid ourselves from the dangers of road accidents. Nowadays, also accidents involving drunk drivers are on the rise. So, I want to remind everyone not to drive while drunk and ride a rental car for the safety of yourself and others. The second is a step that society can take. The community can participate in awareness campaigns on road accident held in order to provide awareness of the dangers if we neglect our responsibility when on the road. By attending these campaigns can also increase knowledge about the steps that can be taken to make knowledge to the community. In addition, the community also not need to hold illegal races that can cause many lives to be lost in the event of an accident. Next is that every community needs to learn from what is going on around them, so be careful when using the road. Third is government's move to curb the spread of road accident is the government will improve in road repairs and will add more street lights that have a risk for road accidents. In addition, we will be advertising on television, social media, and radio about road accident awareness and holding more accident awareness campaigns. I hope with my speech today can give some knowledge to all. Road accidents have become very common nowadays. Thus, road accidents are bound to happen. You pick up a newspaper and you will find at least one or two about road accident daily. They cause loss of life as well as material. People need to be careful when on the road, no matter which mode of transport you are from. In addition, as to how we take it for granted, we must all be very careful when on road, on foot or by car, that does not matter. Every year, thousands of people lost their life to road accidents. So that's all from me. Thank you.
The following is a recording of the real events.
On 22nd of June 2020, Kelantan, a black car wants to turn left without giving signal lamp. Then, the rider of motorcycle unable to hold the brake pedal. Next, 10 October 2020, Plaza Pelangi, Johor Bahru, the driver of White Myvi who has no insurance, road tax, driving license and was in drug positive hit the Honda Accord.
Then, on November 6, 2020, an incident occurred in Johor Bahru due to a traffic light violation.
After this is a talk from our police officer.
What actually people do when there is a road accident? First thing first, they rush towards the accident and some stop their vehicles to help the victims. Second, some irresponsible people took opportunity to steal the victims' belongings. Lastly, take pictures and videos, which is a frequent things that public always do when they see an accident. So now, me as a police officer, I would like to share what actually public should do when there is a road accident. First, stop if seems like no one helped the victim. Find a safe place to park your vehicle. Do not let yourself be the cause of the next accident as it once was. If there is no fire, clear the accident area within a 30-meter radius. If there is a fire, make sure the accident area within a radius of 30 meters or more is evacuated immediately. If you see that there are already many people giving help, you do not need to add more traffic clutter. Keep driving. If you are a certified paramedic and you see no one is helping the victim, you should stop and help. Second, use vehicle as protection. Fend off. If there are victims lying on the road, try to park your vehicle as a fortress to prevent vehicles from hitting the victim. Make sure you park in an area where other vehicles can see from a distance of 250 meters so that they can stop. If your vehicle has a safety triangle, take out and use it. If an accident occurs at night, make sure your car lights do not dazzle the oncoming car. Use a flashlight to warn other users. If there is no suitable place, get off and stand in an area that can be seen by incoming vehicles. Give them a visual warning. Third, contact the right authorities. If on the highway, call the highway operators such as PLUS, LPT, Best Raya, and etc. If not, dial 999 is enough because the operator will connect you immediately to the relevant agency. Help them to assess the scene. Make sure to inform the traffic situation. Fourth, distribute tasks. If other people have already stopped, distribute their duties while waiting for the authorities or an ambulance to arrive. Make sure traffic is under control and there are routes for ambulance. Make sure that the accident evidence such as the vehicle involved, the vehicle components that were removed and so on are not disturbed. If you have time, take a picture of the location of the accident. Make sure the victim's valuables are taken care of. If you want to keep it from being stolen, let the public around you know that the victim's personal belongings are in your storage. Lastly, give help to the victim. If you do not have paramedic skills, do not help the victim who fainted and lay down. You may add to their injuries. If the victim is still conscious, talk to the victim to make sure he or she does not faint. Try asking how to contact his heirs.